and welcome back to day 12 of the Crochet Society Advent Crochet Along. Today we are going to be continuing to build on this side of the work. We are going to be using colour 12 and we are also going to be using colour 11 as well, so make sure that you have those handy. We're going to start off row 1 with colour 12 and we're going to do a standing double crochet into this very first stitch. So go ahead and get a slip knot on your crochet hook with this colour and meet me back in a moment. Okay, so now you have your slip knot on your hook, you're going to go into that very first stitch, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 2 loops on your hook and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and that is your standing double crochet. That is a UK term. In the US, a double crochet is known as a single crochet. So this will be a standing single crochet. I would suggest that you go ahead and place a stitch marker into your very first stitch to keep note of where that is, just in case you lose track. So for day 12, we're going to be doing overlay mosaic. So we've joined our new colour and then we have a pattern repeat. We're going to do 1 raised treble front post, but this is going to be around the treble 2 rows below. So if we have a look, we have our next stitch and then just below we have a treble crochet. So we're going to go yarn over, we will do a raised treble front post. So we're going to go from the front to the back and then to the front again around this post 2 rows down. Yarn over, pull through, you'll have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 and yarn over, pull through 2, and there you have your treble crochet. So in the US that is known as a double crochet. We're then going to do 5 back loop double crochets. So we're going to skip the stitch that we've just worked into and then go into the next stitch. Instead of going into the full stitch, we're only going to work into the back stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then we're going to repeat from this raised treble front post. So I'll just show you the repeat again. We're going to yarn over, go from front to back to front of this treble 2 rows down, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, ignore the stitch that we've just worked over and do 5 double crochets into the back loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You're going to repeat that all the way across until you have 2 stitches remaining. So go ahead, pause the video, work those stitches and then meet me back in a moment. Okay, so at the end of this row, when you have 2 stitches remaining, you're going to do 1 raised treble front post around that next stitch and then finish off with a double crochet into that last stitch. And then we are going to fasten off . And then we're going to join colour 11 in this very first stitch with a standing double crochet. So go ahead and do that and then meet me back once you're ready. Okay, so once you've done your standing double crochet, we're ready to get started with row 2. We're going to do a back loop double crochet in each stitch all the way across. So we miss this first stitch and then go into the next with a back loop only double crochet in each stitch all the way to the end. So go ahead, pause the video, work that until you have 1 stitch remaining and then meet me back once you're ready. Okay, so once you've worked your way to the end and you have 1 stitch remaining, you're going to do a normal double crochet into the end. Those normal stitches into the end rather into going into the back loop just help with the sturdiness of the blanket itself. Once you have done that, you can go ahead and fasten off your yarn. And then you want to attach colour 12 with a standing double crochet to your very first stitch. So go ahead and get prepared for that and then meet me back once you're ready. Okay, so for row 3, when you have your standing double crochet joined using colour 12, we're ready to get going with the pattern repeat. So we're going to do 3 front loop treble 2 downs. So we're going to find that next stitch and then go down to find that front loop. We'll do 1 and then 2 and 3. We'll then do 1 back loop double crochet, so we're going to miss those 3 stitches that we've just worked over and do a back loop double crochet, followed by 2 front loop treble 2 downs. So we'll find the next stitch, go down to the front loop, 1 and 2. So then you'll repeat that pattern repeat again, so I'll just show you that once more. We'll do 3 front loop treble crochet 2 down. That's 1, 2 and 3. A back loop double crochet and then 2 front loop treble 2 downs. 1 and 2. So you'll repeat that all the way across until you have 2 stitches remaining. Go ahead and pause the video and then meet me back once you're ready. Okay, so once you've worked your way across on that row, we're going to go ahead and do a front loop treble 2 down in that first stitch and then a double crochet into that last stitch. Then we can go ahead and fasten off. And you want to join colour 11 with a standing double crochet into the very first stitch of this row. So go ahead and do your stitch into that first stitch and then meet me back once you're ready. Okay, so once you've done your standing double crochet, we're ready to move on to row 4, and this is just going to be a really simple row. We're going to do 1 back loop only double crochet in each stitch all the way along. So work 1 in each stitch, leaving your last stitch remaining, and then meet me back once you're ready. Okay, so once you've worked your way to the end, you're going to do 1 double crochet into that last stitch and fasten off your yarn. Then for row 5, you're going to go ahead and take colour 12 and join with a standing double crochet into that first stitch. So go ahead and get prepared for that and meet me back once you're ready. Okay, so for row 5, we've done our standing double crochet and then we're going to start our pattern repeat. So it's going to start from here. So we're going to do 2 front loop treble 2 down. So yarn over, find that front loop from 2 rows down and work 1 and 2. We'll miss those 2 stitches and then we're going to do 3 back loop double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and then we're going to finish the repeat by doing 1 front loop treble 2 down. So that is your pattern repeat. Go ahead and repeat that until you have 2 stitches remaining, 2 front loop treble 2 downs, 3 back loop double crochets followed by 1 front loop treble 2 down. So work your way across and then meet me back once you're ready. Okay, so at the end of this row, when you have 2 stitches left, we're going to do a front loop treble crochet 2 down and then do a double crochet into that very last stitch, and you can go ahead and fasten off. For row 6, you're going to go ahead and use colour 11, join with a standing double crochet and then meet me back once you are prepared. Okay, so for row 6, after your standing double crochet, you're then going to do a back loop double crochet into each stitch all the way along. So go ahead, pause the video, work those back loop double crochets to the last stitch. You want to do a double crochet into the end of the row, and then you want to go ahead and join your colour 12 with a standing double crochet into that very first stitch. So this row is the same as we've done for row 4 and row 2. So go ahead, work that row, meet me back for row 7 with your standing double crochet in colour 12 in this first stitch. Okay, so now you've done row 6 and you've joined colour 12 with a standing double crochet into your first stitch, we're ready for row 7. So after this standing double crochet, we're going to start the pattern repeat, and that pattern repeat is 1 front loop treble 2 down, followed by 2 back loop double crochets. So you skip the stitch that you've just worked over and then do 2 back loop double crochets, and then you're going to repeat that all the way across. So front loop, treble 2 down, 2 back loop double crochets. So the way it will work out is that it goes into the center of these stitches and then also into the center just here. So go ahead, pause the video, work that pattern repeat until you have 2 stitches remaining, and then meet me back once you're ready. Okay, so once you have those last 2 stitches remaining, you're going to do 1 front loop treble 2 down, and then finish off with a double crochet into that last stitch, and then fasten off. So that is the end of day 12 for your Crochet Society Advent Crochet Along. Please don't forget to tag myself, Crochet Society and Rosina, because we would absolutely love to see your progress pictures. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video.